So, like, 3 more fates? And there's one. And honestly, when I, uh, when I'm on voice, it's mostly so that I just banter with my raid group because I like to chat while raiding. Granted, if they tell me they don't want me to banter, or if they tell me to shut up, then I keep my mouth shut. But most of the time, I like to just talk and chat and crack jokes while raiding because it relaxes me. Most of the time, I'm not paying attention to callouts because I'm just looking at the fight. There's very few callouts that I actually need. As for what I'm gonna drink, water. You seem to know what you're doing. That's the neat part. I don't. Don't worry, I've got my raid group fooled too. How did I hook up with this raid group? I've actually known them for years. I've known them since, like, late Heavensward, early Stormblood. They just had their own full group, and I just mostly just joined them for random mount farms and shit. Just random things. And one of them, my tank, was also part of a D&D group that we used to do. We haven't run it in a while, but he was in our D&D group, and he mentioned that his caster was some people were leaving his group, and at the time I happened to need a group, so I mentioned, hey, I'm available if you need a caster, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll let raid lead know, and that was it. And the whole interview with the raid lead was basically just, yeah, he says you're a good player, I'm gonna trust him, and we're gonna see what happens. Maiden? Where's the maiden? Kill the maiden! So yeah, they're essentially they're just most of them are just friends that I've known for years, and just people I've known for years, and they just happened to have an opening in their raid group when I was looking for a raid group. I'm 2 gemstones short! That's fine. I wasn't gonna leave anyway while I got this Twist of Fate bonus, because I want to make sure that gets used. Oh, my friends trying to quit gaming or just play single player stuff. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, this is pretty much the only multiplayer game I play. There's a couple of other games that I play that have multiplayer in them, but I don't play them specifically for the multiplayer. I play them specifically just because I want to play it single player. Occasionally I will play it multiplayer with friends, but for the most part, I get a game because I feel like playing it myself. This is the only game that I play specifically to play with other people. Come on, Fate, spawn! I command you! Okay, game, tell you what. If you spawn a Fate... There you go, there. Never mind. Spawn the Fate. And it's a bonus Fate, too? A bonus Fate? Well, I've got Twist of Fate going. The only thing that would make this better is if it was a Forlorn instead of a Forlorn Maiden. Because that one is a quadruple reward buff, if I remember right. And now to sit in the middle of all these enemies and be a whirling dervish. Oh, we need one more. There we go. Yeah! And now off to Solution 9 to buy another batch of gemstone vouchers. Oh hey, that dude got level 100 samurai. Nice. Gonna unplug my phone real quick. The Windows disconnect noise is on my end, not yours. Also, hey, look at that. I was almost exactly correct. It's a quarter after 10. I said 10:20, about 10, around 10:20 was when I would probably finish getting that 1,000 gemstones. It's like I've been doing this for far too long, and I am learning more and more about how long it takes to actually farm up this many gemstones. Okay, 229 down. 261 to go. I am slowly but surely getting there. Okay, let's hop over to Pictomancer and find a spot to chill. This needs to be a mount. Just for the record. This right here, you know, we already got this. You know, we already got one of these. We need one of these. Come on, Essie, get on this. Give me my minivan. Give me my cyberpunk minivan. Okay, I'm gonna chill on this bench, and I'm gonna get myself some water and figure out what flavor of gamer subs I feel like having with it. Let's see. Hey. Got my drink. Time to sit back and relax for a little bit. Although, actually, not gonna do much sitting back and relaxing just yet, because I have to go pee first. Back again. Alrighty. Now, actually back. Hello, Missy. Now then, let's see what fun things are happening in my various Discords. Wow, that is kind of impressive and a little strange. So browsing Reddit, someone got a tattoo of all of the shadow marks from Skyrim. Characters in Ellison? Good. We need more Ellison. But anyway, yeah, they got all of the shadow marks just tattooed on their arm. That's, certainly interesting. Some people will get the strangest things tattooed. Got my first you pull you tank and you. Oh god, you pull you tank. It's that's depressingly common. Like, you know, I kind of, on some levels, I kind of get it. On other levels, people need to just kind of grow up. Because I'm not gonna lie, once upon a time, I also did the whole mantra of you pull, you tank. And I did it from the perspective of, if I'm not pulling something, I'm not pulling it for a reason. Please respect that. However, once something has been pulled, I go along with it. These days, I'm mostly indifferent to it. However, one thing that will always bother me is if I'm pulling, doing a big pull, and I haven't finished pulling, and there are enemies trailing behind me, you know, maybe you're a ranged player, you're attacking them, and you pull aggro off of me. If you pull aggro off of me, do not run around me, around like a chicken with your head cut off. Bring the mob over to me. My AoE will take care of it, and you will be fine. I am not going to chase you down. Okay? I just will not do it. I am not going to chase your ass down. If you pull something off of me while I'm doing a big pull, bring the mob over to me, my AoE will take care of it. But yeah, typically whenever I was in a you pull you tank mood, it was mostly because if I stopped pulling, it's because I had a good reason and I don't want to pull more. A couple examples of that, like one time I didn't do a big pull because I actually had no cooldowns available. And I didn't want to risk dying or stressing the healer too much. Because I didn't have any cooldowns. I needed to use extra shit because the previous pull took too long. Then there was one time where I was sitting there waiting for a boss, waiting at the entrance to a boss because somebody was lagging behind and I wanted them to catch up. Some asshole just jumped in and pulled. That time I let them die. And you know what? They didn't pull ahead of me again. Sometimes it works. But the issue I have with a lot of the you pull you tank posts that I see on the subreddit all the time is a lot of times they just from what is said in the chat logs, it's less that they have a reasonable thought in their minds that makes them go you pull you tank, and it's more ego. And that's where the problem comes in. It's ego. It's always ego. Square Enix is conducting a survey about the future of Final Fantasy. Share your thoughts. You know what? I do want to share my thoughts. Let's see. What is this questionnaire? Let's pull this over here and let's see what we get. Let's see. In survey. Please choose all game consoles you own and regularly play. Easy enough. Switch, PC, and that's it. I mean, technically I do have games on my phone, but I don't really use my phone for gaming. I used to play Arknights a bunch, but I kind of stopped. Please choose how many games, including Steam or PC titles and download purchases, you've purchased in the last year for your own personal use. Not limited to Final Fantasy. Please include all games and series. Oh shit, how many games have I bought this year? It's a lot. Because I know I bought Wukong, I know I bought Metaphor, I bought Balatro. Those are the ones I know off the top of my head. I just bought Witchfire and technically Path of Exile 2. I'm going to technically include that one because I did pay for early access, so I'm going to consider that buying the game. Rogue Trader. Let's see, what else? It's easily 10 or more. I can't think of all of the names off the top of my head, but it's easily 10 or more. Where do you usually obtain information about games? Posts and or shares from social media, online store, word of mouth, articles from non-game media, publisher, developer, or game series official videos, video ads from YouTube, State of Play, Nintendo Direct. Definitely State of Play and Nintendo Direct. Not Xbox Game Showcase, I don't really watch that. Publisher, developer, or game series official live streams, yeah. YouTubers sometimes give me info on games. Word of mouth, online store. Yeah, that's about it. This is less... So far, this is less about Final Fantasy and more just trying to get a handle on how I play games and shit. Which of the following you would like to see from the official Final Fantasy social media accounts? Okay, I don't really pay attention to social media accounts. This means nothing to me. Oh, good. They actually put in an option specifically for me. I do not expect anything in particular. Good. Excellent. More questions need that option. Please choose any smartphone games you have played from the options below. I've played neither of those. Oh, that was my controller disconnecting, by the way. I haven't messed with it, so it disconnects automatically. Please choose the titles you have played from the list below. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have not played Remake or Rebirth because fuck that. 8, 9, 10. I have not played 11. 12, 13, 14. Have I played Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. 15. I have not played 16. Did play Paradise. Did play Tactics. Did play Crystal Chronicles. Did play Dissidia. Did play that. Did not play World of Final Fantasy. I did play Type 0. So out of this entire list, which is mostly numbered Final Fantasy games, there are 6 games that I have not played. Which of the games you chose in the last question you played first? Okay, I played... The 10 was my first one. 10 was my first Final Fantasy. This question is about the game you said you played first in the last question, Final Fantasy X. Please choose the reason you decided to play that game from the option below. Let's